You're looking for a new comfort show to watch? I've got a recommendation for you. These are my absolute favorite girly TV shows. I've rewatched them all in the past week. They bring me so much joy. They're so dramatic, so girly, full of drama and scandal. So I hope you enjoy just as much as I did. First recommendation is obviously 90210. This is the 2008 version. It is so good. If you want to watch something so dramatic and so shocking every single episode, or just something to throw on in the background, you absolutely have to watch the show. It focuses on these two siblings named Annie and Dixon that moved to Beverly Hills from the South somewhere, and basically they go to this high school and it is just so dramatic. Like, the things that happen in the show, you could not make this up. The storyline centers around their entire friend group, their cheating scandals, fraud, and all sorts of deception. Honestly, the best things in a show. This obviously has to be my favorite show out of my entire list of girly shows. Tell Me Lies. If you did not watch Tell Me Lies, you absolutely have to. In the summertime, I did a whole series on Tell Me Lies because I'm just so obsessed. But if you haven't watched it, it's a really great show. It focuses on this girl named Lucy who goes to college. And when she goes to college, she makes all these friends and ends up meeting this really toxic guy named Steven. And it's all about their relationship, how tumultuous it is, how awful he is, and how toxic it is. And then it centers around all of their friends in college as well, and all the deception and scandals that they get into. I would definitely recommend if you want something a lot more realistic and relatable to watch, especially if you want to watch something a little bit more dramatic. The last one is Dollface. I have shared this show so many times on my page. I talk about the show nonstop, but I have to talk about it again because I wish there was a reboot and I wish there were more seasons. It is just so good. If you love any stories about four best friends, this is the show to watch. It centers around this character played by Kat Dennings, who basically gets out of a long-term relationship and has to rekindle all of her friendships because she dropped them when she was in a relationship, and learn how to be a good friend and just navigate womanhood. Each character is so unique. You've got Brenda Song in there, you've got Shay Mitchell. It is just such a great show. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Obviously, none of these were new shows. They're just some of my favorites that I rewatched, but I would love to know your thoughts on them if you've watched them, and let me know if you want more girly TV show recommendations because I will happily give them all to you.
These are my top 5 shows that I believe that everybody should see at least once in their life. And comment down below, what are your top 5 shows that you think that everybody should see at least once in their life as well? First, we have Little Fires Everywhere, starring Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. This show is an emotional roller coaster, explores motherhood and family dynamics on 2 different sides. On one side, we have a single black mother, and on the other side, we have a white woman who is in a seemingly perfect, secure family. And somehow their lives intertwine in the most insane way ever. Honey, let me tell you, if you ever see these two working together, just know that the drama, yeah, it's gonna be off the charts. Next, we have Game of Thrones. Yeah, the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones sucked absolute ass, but this show, especially from seasons 1 through the middle of season 5, yeah, that was peak Game of Thrones right there. There's no other show that comes close to this. Next, we have my current TV show obsession, From. This show is absolutely insane, and especially if you're a fan of The Society on Netflix, you need to be watching this show. So just like at The Society, people are stuck in a town that they can't leave, but unlike The Society, there's a horror twist on top of it too. Yeah, they have to deal with the issues of self-governing and trying to find a way to leave, but this show has like horror twists, like it's like night creatures, you got like demons, you got apparitions. It is so freaky, but so good. The amount of times I've gotten a headache from trying to figure out some clues in this show and come up with theories, not a joke, okay? Not a joke. Next up, we have The Handmaid's Tale. And it has been so long since I've watched this show, but I'm telling you that there's some scenes in this show that I literally will, like, it's forever embedded in my mind. The reason why I love the show so much is not only because it literally keeps my attention the entire time that I'm watching the show. Like, I can literally slip away in time just watching episodes on top of episodes of the show, right? On top of that, too, I get paranoid. I'm just like, what if this happens in real life? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, insanity. Lastly, we have Gossip Girl. No matter how many times I watch Gossip Girl, I never get bored. And I watch it often, honestly, twice a year. They don't make shows like this anymore. They just don't. And I truly believe that if they started making shows like this all over again, shows like Gossip Girl, Vampire Diaries, One Tree Hill, I don't know, Pretty Little Liars, people will become so obsessed. There's a reason why those shows are very popular to begin with, and they don't freaking end with 8 or 10 episodes. Now I'm gonna let you know where you can watch these shows. Little Fires Everywhere and The Handmaid's Tale you can watch on Hulu. Game of Thrones and Gossip Girl you can stream on Max. And From you could watch on the MGM platform, streaming service platform, Amazon Prime, or Apple TV.
If you're tired of watching the same shows over and over again because you feel like you don't have anything else to watch, I'm about to put you on. Be aware, these shows will have you binge watching. You will not have a social life until you finish these shows. So beware of that. Oh, the first TV show. Imagine Game of Thrones meets Dune meets a little bit of Star Wars. This is a show you need to watch. It's called The Wheel of Time. I'm going to insert the poster here, okay? This show, the world building, the acting, the writing, it's based on the book series, The Wheel of Time. But when I tell y'all, I don't know what the budget for this is, but they have full-blown sets, y'all. It's not just CGI. It's like they actually built these sets. The costumes are tea. The plots, I don't want to get too much into, but just know there's like corruption. There's people with powers. They're looking for the one. It's like all of your favorite storylines wrapped into one neat little bow. And yeah, I've been binge watching it, and good thing for you is that season 3 is actually now releasing episodes every single week. So maybe you can catch up on it and then meet us for season 3 or the finale. The next couple shows are going to be Apple TV Plus shows because I am in love. Apple TV supremacy, okay? You probably heard of Severance, so I'm not going to get into Severance, but if you haven't, go watch it right now. You're missing out, okay? The finale just dropped, so take a watch of that. But I want to get into The Foundation. Insert poster here. The Foundation is like everything you want in a show set in space and in the future. Again, I love shows that have world building. They have practical sets. And I also love when a cast, not just like individual people, but an ensemble can carry the show. And I enjoyed the show so much. And it also has representation of people who look like me. Okay, and they have a full diverse cast, which a lot of people are going to say DEI, but I don't care, okay? So I'm tired of seeing the same white actors on shows. Like, come on, like we can't, they have to exist. There has to be people of color that exist outside of just the world we know. So like, let's put them in space, okay? And also I would just like to say again, the writing for this is peak, y'all. I fell in love with it. I was just like, I'm gonna watch the episode just for fun. Girl, I'm caught up. Patiently waiting for season 3. Also want to mention, it also has like some really cool storylines of cloning, and spaceships and just time travel. Just so many things, y'all. It's really good. Keeping it up, the theme of Apple TV, we got The Silo. The Silo is like, think of a post-apocalyptic, but no one knows what happened. Like imagine a world where we all know something went down, but nobody knows what went down, okay? We just know we're stuck inside these vaults underneath the ground, and we don't know like what caused that happen, like what happened to humanity. It's so good. It's so much mystery. It's so much like so many questions, and there's also like politics too. Like I love when a show brings in politics, like, ooh, this one wants to do this so they can get this, and like it's just so good. It's yummy to watch on screen. It's a slow burn, but it's not, I will say the first season is really slow burn, but the second season is just like, oh my gosh, this is like the perfect speed. Like, yes, give me writing, give me acting, give me all the drama I wanted. Another show I'm gonna put y'all on, which honestly I feel like a lot of people watch this, but I'm still gonna include it. Paradise on Hulu. Y'all, I don't know if there's any OGs out there who really like sci-fi, fantasy, mystery. If y'all remember a show called Under the Dome, I feel like I haven't been fed kind of the same storyline since that show aired. And it got canceled, by the way. So I'm really enjoying Paradise. It's also a little bit of like, I'm not going to compare it to that, but I do think it has a lot of elements of just like, you don't know what's going on until kind of the last episode. And even in the last episode, you're still stuck with like, what comes next? Again, acting phenomenal. The writing is great. It also has something, it's not necessarily like sci-fi fantasy. It's more like specific about like government and espionage a little bit. Another whodunit type of thing. And so it's all those, I feel like all those elements are just, put them in a bowl, they're yummy, delicious. And I completely almost forgot about this show because season 2 just wrapped, but oh my gosh, please watch this show so it won't get canceled, because I guarantee you this show will have you clutching your pearls. Like I would like be watching it in the dark and I have to turn on a light, that type of show, but it's like the perfect amount of like scary meets a mystery, because it just doesn't depend on like scary elements. Like it actually has a good plot with it. Now, if you ask a fan of From, what's going on, where are they? we won't have the answers. And I mean, you just kind of have to make peace with that. But also, if you're watching shows, you kind of just have to enjoy the ride to the answers. Like, it's not so much about finding out the answers. Sometimes it's like, what are you doing to keep me like occupied? Like, why am I tuning in every single episode? It's because the plot is progressing. We're learning information. We may not see the full picture, and that is what From is like. And it really holds those elements true. And also, again, actors are good. And you know a show is so good when you're literally yelling at the screen. You know how many times I've yelled at the screen watching From? A lot, because some of the characters are stupid and they get on my nerves. But also, I'm still rooting for them because it's just so good and I want to see them survive. So please watch it. Just a little highlight. It's about people who go to the city, they can't leave, they don't know where it is, and also the most scariest part is that these creatures, they don't know where they come out at night, and you know, people. So yeah, amazing plot. Go watch all these shows, let me know what you think, and if you're already watching these shows, let me know, because I want to have a little group chat, a little support group while we wait for these shows to end. So, or the new seasons to come out too. So yeah, guys, if you want to have more content like this, let me know and I will continue to drop recommendations.
These are my top 10 favorite TV shows that I have already rewatched over and over and over again and will continue to rewatch for the rest of my life. So if you have not watched these, I highly recommend you add them to your watch list. These are going to be a mix of genres, but I wanted to start with one of my recent favorites that I don't think a lot of people have heard of. So if you're super into like thriller shows where it really messes with your mind and you have to like kind of think and figure things out, like kind of a mind game show, then you're definitely going to be into From. This has 3 seasons currently, and I believe season 4 is coming out in a few months. I don't want to give away too much information, but it's pretty much about a town that nobody can leave. And at nighttime, there are monsters, so it's like really, really interesting. Such a good show, and the whole time they're trying to figure out how to get out. My fiance and I binge watched this so quickly. We were super, super into this. We fell into the hole of like all the different theories of what was going on. We even rewatched the seasons like 2 or 3 times to try to see things that we missed. I told you these were all different kinds of genres, so this one is more of just like a funny kind of stupid show, but honestly it is so good. If you have not seen this, I highly, highly recommend. It's pretty much about this family who is super, super rich, but they lose all of their money, and the only thing that they have left is this town that they bought as a joke like forever ago. It's like a super small kind of hick town, and they have to move into a motel there and kind of start their lives completely different. I should have done this one first because you guys know, if you know me at all, this is my absolute favorite show. I've actually watched this 10 times through. Had my fiance watch this with me. He loves it now as well. We've even gone to visit where this was filmed, which is really cool. They do tours and everything. I feel like the title pretty much speaks for itself. It's The Vampire Diaries, so it's about vampires, but it's really, really interesting. The main storyline is a love triangle. There are so many characters. There's so much drama going on. Vampires, witches, werewolves, literally everything. It's just super, super interesting. Next up, we have Desperate Housewives. Forever, I thought this was a reality show, but it's not a reality TV show. It is about these 4 housewives who live in Wisteria Lane and just kind of all of their family drama and different things, friendships. It's super interesting. There's crimes that happen. There is so much different stuff that goes on in these people's lives. It is actually so interesting. My fiance even started watching it with me. Next up, we have The 100. This is one of my all-time favorite shows. I've seen this like 4 or 5 times. In this show, the earth is not habitable anymore, so they live up in space. However, they decide that the earth might be okay to go back down to, so they send 100 of their criminals, which are like teenagers that have done bad things, down to the earth to see if it is habitable again. And then when they get down there, they realize they're not the only ones, so it's kind of all about survival. It's really, really interesting. Lost, this is one of my all-time favorites as well. I'm sure you guys know about this show because it's a oldie but a goodie. Pretty much a plane crashes on an island in the middle of nowhere. They have no idea where they are and they have to survive. However, it kind of takes a turn and it goes a little bit supernatural, which is super interesting. There's so much that goes on in this one. It's kind of similar to From. It's actually made by the same people, so it's a mind bender. You're always kind of trying to figure out what's going on. New Girl, this is a classic if you like something funny, but I will always continue to rewatch this because I just love Nick Miller. I'm a Nick Miller girl. Jess is the main character. She moves in with a bunch of guys as their roommate, and it is just so funny. It's all about friendship, relationship. Next up, we have Heart of Dixie. This is one of my recent ones that I am absolutely obsessed with. I watched this so quickly. Pretty much the storyline is this girl in the middle is a doctor. She moves to a small town to become the town doctor, and there's just a ton of drama, relationship triangle, a very small town kind of cutesy vibe. Next up, we have the OA. This has a couple seasons, but they actually ended it. I wish they had continued it because it was so good. This is another one that's kind of like supernatural, psychological. You're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. It's very different and very interesting. The storyline is pretty much that she went missing for a little while and you're kind of figuring out what happened when she went missing. A lot of it is about different dimensions and time traveling. It's actually really, really interesting if you're into that kind of thing. Lastly, I just have a couple honorable mentions. The OC is such a good classic show. It is the classic teen drama set in California. Same with One Tree Hill. Teen drama. This show is so good. It has so many seasons to follow. 90210 is another one of my favorite teen dramas. There's an older version of this as well, but I like the newer one. And lastly, Supernatural. Again, if you're into all of the supernatural stuff like I am, this is such a good show, and it literally has like 12 seasons or more. Sam and Dean are brothers, and they're just fighting off all the supernatural stuff. The classic, and there's so much to watch too. It's not like these newer shows that only have 8 episodes. Hopefully that helped you guys have some new show recommendations. I hope you guys check any of these out that you haven't watched, because these are literally the best shows that you have to see in your lifetime.
If you are in need of a summer show, I got you. I spent the past 20 years of my life cultivating the best summer playlist of TV shows and movies. Number 1 on this list, The Summer I Turned Pretty. If you haven't watched this yet, like, where have you been? Summer, love triangle, 2 brothers, amazing soundtrack, great vibes. I'm distraught that season 3 isn't until next summer. So I might just have to like reread the books or something, or rewatch the show for the 3rd time this year. Or you could watch Number 2, Surviving Summer. This is a Netflix original. Bunch of Australian teens. This girl from New York goes to Australia for the summer and just, learns how to surf. And there's like teen drama and romance and stuff. Very summery show. A little like cheesy, but I love that. So 3rd, we're taking it to YouTube. Summer Break. I am begging that someone knows what I'm talking about. This is a YouTube show about a bunch of like LA kids, juniors, seniors, like recent grads. They're just like spending their last summer together before college or wherever they go to. It's a YouTube series, but it's so good. It's like a reality TV show. So entertaining. I want to say there's like 5 seasons. I don't know, but season 2 was the best. Season 1 was iconic and season 3 is pretty good too. But season 2, my fave. 4th, Outer Banks. This is obvious, like everyone knows about the show. I honestly don't think I even finished season 2, and I definitely didn't watch season 3. But during quarantine, like COVID, season 1, binge watched that in like a day. Maybe I should get back into it because I feel like I would like it, but yeah. Moving on, number 5, H2O. I couldn't not include this. Like, this is my childhood. This is why I am the way I am. 3 girls turn into mermaids and have to deal with living as a mermaid. In Australia, might I add. Which just makes shows so much better when they're Australian. Next is my most recent discovery, and I'm obsessed with it, Blue Water High. Thank you to my cousin Elle for introducing me to this literally like a couple days ago, and I'm obsessed with it now, but it's basically another like Australian show, H2O, Dance Academy vibes. A bunch of teens in this surf academy. I don't know, I'm literally only on episode 5, but it's pretty good so far. It's a little cheesy, but like definitely of the era of like early 2000s. Very good though. I love it. 7th is Stranger Things, specifically season 3. This season was everything. 2019 summer, like, oh my god. I'm sure you guys know the plot of Stranger Things, but like this is like takes place during the summer, and it's just like such good vibes, even though like they're fighting monsters. Such a good season. Next on the list is Surf Girls Hawaii. This show I feel like literally no one knows about. But it's so good. It's a little mini docuseries on Prime following all like the pro surfers, female surfers in Hawaii. And they're so cool and I want to be them. But I think it got canceled, which is super sad. But I also think that there's like a YouTube series too, so I need to watch that. But very, very cool if you're into surfing. Watch this. Second to last, Summerland. This is also a show I feel like people don't know about, but it is so good. It's about 2 or 3 kids, their parents die, and then they have to live with their aunt in Summerland, California. It's their first time in California, so they're like adapting to the beach life and also dealing with like the death of their parents, and like the aunt is learning how to parent. Lori Laughlin's in it. Jesse McCartney. This cast is like honestly stacked. But it's so good. It is like kind of Full House vibes, like found family, like learning how to parent. Then also like there's teen drama. I randomly found this show in high school and I obsessed over it, and I watched it on YouTube. I don't know where you can watch it, but I watched it on YouTube in like 240p. I don't know how I did that, but it was just so good that I watched it. And last but not least on this list, Love Island UK. I don't really watch dating shows that much. Like I'm not really into The Bachelor or anything, but I love Love Island. And UK is obviously the best. And season 5 is the best season, hands down. If you need to watch a season, like, watch season 5 first. Like, you don't have to watch it in order, obviously. Season 5, the best. Most drama, most juicy. I'm currently rewatching it now, actually. It's so good. Like, there's so many episodes because they literally film every single day and post it every single day. Editors are crazy. I don't know how y'all doing that, but I eat it up. And there's somehow new drama every day. It's so good. You basically, like, Cody Ko got me into the show, but, like, you put a bunch of hot people into a house. There's no bullshit. Like, you're just, like, couple up, and it's so good. Because also it's, like, if you don't like certain couples, you'll like other couples, and, like, there's friend drama, love drama. It's good. It's good. Anyway, here's my whole list. TV shows to watch this summer. Screenshot this, save this, add it to your collection. And I hope you have a fabulous summer watching these TV shows, because how can you not? These shows are so good.
Okay, these are some of my favorite summer TV shows to watch when I want a show that's very bingeable, but also one that has really good summer energy that gets me excited because it's summer. First, we have Surviving Summer, which is a TV show on Netflix. It's all about this girl who moves from New York City to Australia. She ends up moving to this like surfer community, all about these kids who just like go to surfing competitions. It's very bingeable. Each episode is like 20 to 30 minutes, and I just finished this one last night. I literally watched the entire show in one day. Next, we have Looking for Alaska, which this show, I feel like everyone got over this show way too fast. And it's about this guy who's going to boarding school. The boarding school really gives me more like summer camp energy, which is why this is like a good summer TV show in my opinion, because it seems like these kids are just at summer camp together. This TV show is based off of the book by John Green, Looking for Alaska. Next, we have The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I know everyone's already seen and loves, but I have to mention it because I think it is one of my all-time favorite summer TV shows to watch. I rewatch this one all the time, but especially in the summer, I just like go back and rewatch certain episodes. Next, we have a TV show called Camp. It came out in 2013. But it is the best TV show for summer camp vibes. The summer camp is like losing money and they might have to sell to somebody else, but there's a bunch of different relationships that go on in it. It's kind of like Degrassi, but like in a summer camp way, if that makes sense. And I think it's because it's a Canadian TV show. And then last but not least, we have The OC, which I know a lot of people have already seen, but I feel like it had to be said because it is actually so bingeable. I also feel like The OC is like the summer version of Gossip Girl, like where Gossip Girl is fall, The OC is summer. I love how much drama is always going on in this show, and also the outfits are so good. Like I said, there's actually so many good summer TV shows, but these are the ones that I could think of right now. So anyways, love you, bye.
Here's a quick list of all the popular TV shows that have come out in 2025 and if they're worth watching or not. First on the list is Paradise. The answer is absolutely yes. If you like a political thriller that's filled with action-packed scenes and actually has you thinking from the beginning and end, Paradise is a must-watch. Next on the list is Tyler Perry's Beat It in Black. While this show is ridiculous, absurd, like nonsense through and through, the drama is there and I promise you, you will be sad. Next on the list is the Max original series, The Pit. If you like medical dramas, you will definitely like this series. It takes on a different kind of spin. It's more realistic. It's less about like romance and drama in the workplace and more about like the high stakes of working in a medical setting like this. Next on the list is the Prime Video series, Invincible. Season 1 was immaculate. Season 2 was a bore. Season 3 is a hitter. I'm telling you, watch it again. Next on the list is the Netflix limited series, Apple Cider Vinegar. If you liked Inventing Anna, this is another true story, like true-ish story as they say. It's so good, so interesting. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it. Next up is the NBC original series, The Hunting Party. If this show came out like 2 years ago, I think that it would have been like a really big hit. I just think that we've gotten so many crime-based TV shows that are a lot stronger, especially in the first 2 episodes, that this kind of gets drowned out. Next on the list is the Fox original series called Doc. Is another medical-based drama. The reason I would recommend this one is because it has a fresher take. She's lost her memory. She's trying to like pretty much connect the dots and like figure out why she's lost so many people in her life that she thought she was close to. Next on the list is Suits LA. If you're looking for a carbon copy where you see exactly Mike, you see exactly Harvey, you see exactly Donna, then honestly just rewatch that series again. This one, it's definitely along like the same realm, but it's a little bit of a different take. I want all of us to keep in mind, I think a lot of us love Suits because we had all 9 seasons in front of us. Let's just give this one a try, I would say. Give it a try, don't have high hopes. Next on the list is Grosse Pointe Garden Society. I'm intrigued by this series. Like, it's a murder mystery situation. I like all of the characters. I don't think that the show has longevity though. Next on the list is the new Prime Video series called House of David. I think that this actually has a really, really strong start. I'm actually intrigued. It doesn't even really matter if you know about the biblical stories of it all. It's really a captivating series from like episode 1. You just feel like the severity of it all. I think anybody who enjoys like those Game of Thrones, those heavy dialogue type of series, you'll definitely like this. Next on the list is Daredevil Born Again. Episode 1 and 2, I felt indifferent about. I didn't care for episode 1 that much, but I care for episode 2. I'm willing to see where this goes, but I might just have to watch it when it's all done. Next on the list is the newest Netflix series called Running Point. If you're a fan of Ted Lasso in any realm, this is a very close second to watch. It's a great series. I enjoyed season 1 and it got renewed for season 2. Next on the list is the newest season of The White Lotus. I have no doubt in this world that season 3 will be just as good as the former seasons. I just personally have to wait for all of it to be out. But if you haven't seen this series, it is a great kind of anthology about the rich eating the rich. Next on the list is the Prime Video comedy series called Clean Slate. If you're looking for a newer, fresher comedy that's kind of based in issues that happen in the world now, it's pretty much about a guy who has been estranged from his son for a long time, and when his son finally comes home, he is now a woman. And last but not least is Common Side Effects. This is a series that will catch you off guard because the plot is so fresh. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's really smart. If you are looking for an animated series that feels adult-like, this is definitely one to try.
You're looking for a show to watch? Look no further. Here are some of my favorite teen romance high school based shows. Like genuine trigger warning. Some of them are cancelled, but they're my favorite and I really enjoyed what was released. So still watch them even though they're cancelled. And if you've watched these, I'm sorry. I'll try my best to give you alternatives. But that's on the list is Maxton Hall. It's on Prime, but I'm obsessed with that show. The couple, great chemistry, great chemistry. I watched it literally all in one go. I started it, finished it on the same day. Maxton Hall is based in a elite private school, and you have a scholarship student, which is a girl. She finds some sort of scandal and clashes with a very wealthy heir. And they kind of have like a rivalries, enemies to lovers type of relationship. Basically goes from a bit of conflict to a very complex relationship. But the relationship is quite complex, but it's very... I was smiling the whole time. It's good. Very, very good. Season 2 needs to come now. Next on the list is Never Have I Ever. I started the show, when did it come out? I feel like it came out in lockdown. And I love that show so much. It actually had complete seasons and it like finished. Basically, you have this high schooler called Davy, and after a sudden loss of her father, tries to balance grief, school, friendships and love, and kind of creates more chaos than she solves. Davy, she's very realistic. That's why I love the show. She's very realistic, very, very realistic, and she's such a real girl. Kind of follows a love triangle between Ben and Paxton, but throughout the seasons you have like other seeded love interests. But all in all, it's really good. And if you haven't watched it, I'm jealous of you. Go and watch it now. Next on the list, I discovered this years ago. Scam. But I haven't watched it in ages. But that's very teen, high school based. Very realistic as well. So it's a teen drama from Norway. Follows different students each season. And there's like different versions for different countries, but they all follow like the same storyline. Follows a group of students basically as they deal with relationships, identity, mental health and social pressures. It's a really good concept, but the idea is really good, and like you'll never run out of versions to watch because different countries have their own version. So yeah, watch Scam. I even want to watch it again. I probably will watch it again. This is Outer Banks. I love Outer Banks. When this first came out, it changed me. I felt like I was on the island with them. I felt like I was a Pogue. But if you don't know what it's about, there's a group of teens known as the Pogues, yeah. Basically go on this high stakes search for treasure, some sort of gold, whatever. Well, and during that whole process, they face the wealthy and they uncover family secrets. But there's so many ships. There's relationships throughout the seasons and ships. But it's really good. It's really, 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 really good. If you haven't watched Outer Banks, watch it. Now I'm going to say some cancelled shows. But I'm going to keep it brief, otherwise I'll start screaming. We have Julie and the Phantoms. Everything about the show to me is a masterpiece. Okay? The soundtrack was a masterpiece. So basically what happens is that you have a teenager who's grieving her mum. She rediscovers her love for music and starts a band with 3 ghosts. It sounds silly, but it's not. 3 ghosts from the 90s. And it's kind of just about healing, friendship, chasing dreams, but also love, okay? And, you know, kind of like teen crushes and how that develops. I won't say who between, because you get it when you watch it, but it's such a cute watch. Such a cute watch. I'll never forgive Netflix for cancelling it, ever. I will never forgive Netflix, ever. I'm not forgiving them. They've got away with so many things. This is Anne with an E. Now this has a special place in my heart because yes, it's cancelled once again by Netflix, but it was such a good show. Yes, it had romance. All of these shows have romance, but also covered so many other important topics which you'll get when you watch the show. Confident, imaginative orphan girl called Anne, who's adopted by siblings in a small Canadian town, and the story kind of follows her as she challenges norms, like she is that girl, and builds a new life while staying true to herself. Like Anne is that girl. Anne is that girl. Love interest, Gilbert. They just make so much sense, and then you see the way their connection develops. It's so beautiful. It's such a good show. Go and watch it if you haven't. Yes, you'll be sad because there's no other season, but you will still love it, okay? Our previous watch was Motorheads. If you haven't watched it, it's on Prime. It basically kind of just came out. I made some videos on it. It's good. Go and watch it. So I'm either gonna watch Ginny and Georgia. I don't really know what it's about, but I heard it's good. Or The Buccaneers, because I've been wanting to watch something similar to Bridgerton, and people have said it's similar to Bridgerton, but obviously isn't, but kind of. I've started it like 3 times, but I never got past episode 1. But if you've watched The Buccaneers, please tell me if it's good and worth the watch, because I know a new season's coming out. So yeah, my next watch will either be The Buccaneers or Ginny and Georgia, but I think I'm leaning towards Ginny and Georgia. But I don't know. Hope you liked me rambling on about recommendations. This is part 1. I hope I explained them well, or at least well enough that you'll go and search it, save it, and add to your watch list and start watching if you haven't watched them. Bye.
Yeah! Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to smile.
There are so many TV shows I've watched that are not worth the hype, but here's a list of TV shows that I guarantee you are worth every piece of hype that they received. But really quick, my name's Irina. If you're looking for a page that talks all things TV shows or movies, this is the page to follow. First on the list is the Prime Video series called Cross. Cross was actually such a great TV show. One, it was black-led. One, it was absolutely an amazing plot. All of the characters were strong. The plot twist, you never saw them coming. I felt like we knew who the villain was in the beginning, but we did not know the weight of it. We did not know what else was coming for us. They knew exactly what to do with that series, and I guarantee you it was worth the hype. Next on the list is the Hulu original series, Paradise. That series was so worth the hype. Like, I think about it very often. Episode 7 will be in my head for the rest of the year. I think that was such an amazing series. It rightfully was renewed for a season 2. James Marsden and Sterling K. Brown, them together, I never knew was a dynamic duo that I absolutely needed. If you need a TV show that's gonna kind of give you an idea of what the worst case scenario is for our world, that's a TV show to watch. Next on the list is the Peacock original series, Day of the Jackal. Day of the Jackal single-handedly brought back my love of like heist-based TV shows. I haven't seen one as good since Money Heist. That one, I was at the edge of my seat where you're just kind of like, you are fully rooting for a villain, but you're rooting for him because they're just so smooth with it. The way that they get away from their troubles is amazing to see. I am so excited for season 2. That has to be one of Peacock's best TV shows. If you're looking for drama, action, suspense, and unpredictable storylines, I guarantee you Day of the Jackal is a must-watch.
I made a list of my top favorite TV shows, and we're gonna talk about them because I'm like an iPad kid. I watch TV all the time, when I'm getting ready, when I'm cooking, when I'm eating, all that. I'm not listening to music, I'm watching a TV show, so let me put you guys on. Before I start, let me just say I really am particular about what I watch. I don't like things that are fake. I don't like Stranger Things, stuff like that, so yeah, let's just get into it. Number 1 on my list, my absolute favorite show of all time is Shameless. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I know most people people know about Shameless at this point, but it is just so freaking good. It's got like 9 seasons. All the characters are amazing. They all play such a good role, and I just love it so much. Like, I don't know, it's so raw and real, and yeah, number 1 for sure. Number 2, honestly, this is almost tied for number 1 with Shameless as my favorite show, is Weeds. And I feel like no one ever talks about Weeds. It is so good. I absolutely love it. It's also a long show. It's basically, I'll just give you a brief little description because no one ever talks about it, so I don't know if people know about it. It's basically a mom whose husband dies. She has a couple kids and she becomes a dealer. That's pretty much it, and it's so fucking good. The whole like storyline is so good in my opinion. I don't know, I love it. I've rewatched it multiple times. Love her. Next on the list we got One Tree Hill. I love One Tree Hill. I think it is just so good, and I love that it keeps like the same characters the whole time, the same like main characters. I think a couple of them maybe disappear in the last couple seasons, but for the most part it keeps the same characters, and it shows like their life going from high school to outside of high school and what goes on with their lives, and I love it. It is super good. It's really long, amazing. I actually have another show on my list that's very similar to One Tree Hill, so let me just go ahead and talk about it. It's 90210. If you have not seen 90210, the amount of drama in this show is so fucking good. I just can't even explain it. It's like rich kid drama because it's very similar, like I said, because it starts in high school and then it shows like their lives outside of high school, and it's just so freaking good. Like I said, it's Beverly Hills, it's rich kids, all that shit, and it's also the newer 90210. There's one that's from like the 90s or something. I've never seen that one. It's from like 2008, I think is when this one started. It is so good, and I'm rewatching it right now. So, all right, next we've got The Fosters. If you haven't heard of The Fosters, where have you been? It is literally so fucking good. It's basically about a foster family, and it's just super good. There's so many things that happen that you're just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck is that gonna happen? You know what I mean? And then it also has a spin-off called Good Trouble that is basically the 2 daughters. It's their life after The Fosters happens. You know what I mean? Like, once The Fosters ends, it's Good Trouble after that, and it's like the 2 daughters' life. It's really good too. This is the last like long series that I'm gonna talk about. Gossip Girl. Bitch, Gossip Girl is so good. It's kind of like 90210 because it's rich kids, but they're in New York, so it's a very different life than like the LA rich kids, and I just fucking love it. Again, it's like a high school show, but these type of shows, like, they're not actually like high school, you know what I mean? They're fucking grown. It's like 20-year-olds playing fucking high school students, so it's not like super weird, but I love it, and it's so, again, so much drama. I love my drama, but yeah, Gossip Girl is really fucking good. Last show we're gonna talk about is New Girl. Bitch, this is my comfort show. I love New Girl. It is so funny and just like goofy and quirky. Like, that's the whole point of it. It's more of just like a goofy little show. It's not like one that you take super serious, you know what I mean? All the people in the show are very like goofy and quirky, and I don't know, that I already said that, but that's literally all it is, and I fucking love it. Okay, that's all we're gonna talk about for now because I just have way too many, and there's more on this list, but I might have to do a part 2. I've just been talking for way too long, but I'm over it. So anyways, let me know if there's any more shows that you think I would like based on what I talked about.
Don't know what to watch? I have some TV show recommendations for you. Netflix edition. First up, if you are somebody who is bored for 1, doesn't know what to watch for 2, and likes some controversy, watch Shameless. This show is about Frank Gallagher, his crazy family and friends, and growing up in the poor parts of Chicago. This show is absolutely insane, and for the love of God, don't watch it around your parents. And if you're under the age of 17, don't watch this show either. Next up, from our Euphoria fans, you guys need to watch Grand Army. Grand Army is a coming-of-age show where we follow 5 Brooklyn high school students as they're trying to figure out life and get through school. Even though the show was canceled and only has 1 season, this was honestly one of the best Netflix shows that I have watched in my entire life. And anyone who has watched this show too can back me up on that statement. Next up, we have I Am Not Okay With This. I Am Not Okay With This is a coming-of-age story about a high school girl who figures out that she has powers. I Am Not Okay With This is based off of a graphic novel. It is messy. It explores family dynamics, absentee fathers, obviously the superpowers, and sexuality. This was another show that I believe that Netflix cancels too soon, but I think that is too good for me not to recommend to you guys, especially to people who are fans of Stranger Things.
You need show recommendations? I got you. Here are some of my favorite shows. This one's a very common one, but it's summertime and it's a perfect show for right now. The Summer I Turned Pretty. You need to watch it. Trust me, you'll finish all the seasons probably in a week. So, binge worthy. This show is literally going to have you stuck in your seat and like wanting more and more and more. It's White Lotus. The moment I started watching the show, I couldn't stop. So trust me when I'm telling you, you're gonna be there for a while. And the last one for today, watch at your own risk because it's so good, but who knows when the next season will come. It's Severance. This show is so freaking good. Me and my boyfriend literally binge watched it, and I hate that we binge watched it because I should have soaked it all in, but it's so worth it. Trust me. Just go watch it. If you watch any one of these three, start with that one.
Here's some TV show recommendations from the writer's room. Between me and all my coworkers, here is what we are watching currently. Number one is The Studio on Apple TV. It's a satire on the entertainment industry, and it is hilarious. You actually should really watch that one. Second thing that everyone has been talking about is Day of the Jackal on Peacock. The Rehearsal on Max. I really don't even know how to describe the show. It's something that you just have to watch, and you'll just get it when you see it. Like I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it. Another one for Apple, Presumed Innocent. Also heard a lot of people talking about Lioness. I think that one's on Paramount Plus. And The Diplomat on Netflix was also brought up this week. Let me know if you watch any of these, or if you're going to try to watch any of these. Would love to know your thoughts.
Part 3 of TV shows that I love that have a lot of seasons. This time it's crime shows. Can't outdo The Doer. This one will never end. This also has a shit ton of seasons, and I love the family dynamics. This one, there's just so much mystery. I stand Criminal Minds for so many reasons. And he left Criminal Minds to do this show, SWAT. I love Dr. Sweets. But Booth left this show to do a different one. He has this show. This one's newer. He's super hot. She was in Stick-It. Criminal that turns into the good guy. Psychology. Crime with psychology. Good storyline. Let's get into my favorite dramas to watch. This has 1 season so far, but it's really good. I bawl my eyes out every time. So sad the show is over. This is a close second to This Is Us. This is an older one, but it's really good. This one is an older one too, but it was also really good. I still can't believe they replaced what's-his-face. This was a really good one on Netflix. It's called Firefly Lane. I love Katherine Heigl. I think she's amazing in this. I wish this had more than 1 season. An obvious choice. Love the cast here. Excited for season 2 of this. This was a good one on Netflix, obviously. This only has 2 seasons, but it was really good. This is an oldie but a goodie. I live for the drama in this.
Here are 3 Black-led TV shows coming out this month. But really quick, my name's Irina. If you're looking for a page that talks all things TV shows or movies, this is the page to follow. First on the list is the final season of Harlem. If you haven't seen Harlem already, the premise is pretty much about 4 best friends living in the city, trying to navigate their love life and their career, and just trying to figure out who they are as people. I think what people love most about Harlem is that we do not have enough Black-led TV shows that just allow us to live and just be figuring out things like everybody else. And Harlem did just that for us. The final season is premiering on the 23rd. I hope that they wrap up their stories super beautifully. Each and every one of them deserve it. They've gone through it in the first couple of seasons. If you're looking for a lighthearted show that just kind of feels realistic to how modern life can be, this is the show to watch. Next on the list is the newest series starring Morris Chestnut called Watson. To be honest, you should watch for Morris Chestnut alone. I follow him wherever he goes, TV, movies, I don't care. But the premise is actually pretty interesting. I did not know it was based off Sherlock Holmes. This is Dr. Watson. The premise is pretty much following Sherlock's apparent death. He decides to go back to practicing medicine and opens up a clinic on behalf of him. But the show has a detective/medical feel to it. I think a lot of us like detective shows. You like a lot of medical shows, so this is a combination of both plus Morris Chestnut. So I feel like it's like a no-brainer. And last but not least is the newest Hulu original series coming out called Paradise. The series is starring Sterling Brown playing a high-level Secret Service agent. He is tasked with obviously protecting the president, who is James Marsden in the situation. But things get very interesting when a murder situation happens and he is put at the forefront of the suspects list. I trust Sterling Brown with anything that he signed on to. I feel like he's always a masterpiece. I think he is so amazing at acting. I'm happy to see him return to TV, and I think this is the perfect series.
These are some of my favorite binge-worthy TV shows to watch this summer on Prime Video. So this is a list of what I'm subscribing to this summer to get ready to watch my favorite summer shows. First, we have The Summer I Turned Pretty and We Were Liars. They're both available on Prime, and if you guys know me, you guys know I'm obsessed with these TV shows. I love them so much, but there's also so many amazing TV shows you can watch with a subscription on Prime Video. One of which is School Spirits, which is streaming now on Paramount Plus. I just started to subscribe to Paramount Plus with a free trial through the Prime Video app, and I absolutely love the show. It's basically about this girl who's stuck in the afterlife and all the other spirits that are stuck in the school with her. I watched this TV show with my sisters and we had so much fun. Then we have Sanditon, which you can watch through the PBS subscription. This is based off a Jane Austen novel. It's a period drama. It's basically about this girl who moves to this small seaside town for a fresh start, and I think this show is perfect for all the romance book girlies. Then there's True Blood, which is streaming now on Max. This is a very campy vampire TV show. Sookie is basically a small town waitress in Louisiana, and she can read the minds of people around her, and she ends up falling for a vampire. If you're a fan of supernatural TV shows, I think you'll love this one. Then we have Landman, which you can watch through the Paramount Plus subscription. This show takes place deep in the heart of West Texas, and it's all about these billionaires who are working to get even more rich through oil. If you're a fan of Yellowstone or 1883, I think you'll really like this TV show as well. Lastly but not least, we have The Buccaneers, which you can stream on Apple TV Plus with a free trial using the link in my bio. This is a more recent obsession for me, but I absolutely love this show so much. If you like romance, girlhood, friendship, this is like the perfect watch, and also season 2 just dropped. Anyways, those are just a few of my favorite shows that I'm definitely going to be binge watching this summer, and Prime Video has all the subscriptions I love and need in one app, so make sure to check them out at the link in my bio.
Here are 5 underrated TV shows with multiple seasons you can find on Hulu. Really quick, my name's Irina. If you're looking for a page that recommends all things TV shows or movies, this is the page to follow. First on the list is the ABC original series, Revenge. This is when ABC was at its peak and it was giving us the best drama shows ever. The premise of this, without giving too much away, is pretty much about a girl who lived in the Hamptons when she was younger, and in an effort to avenge her family, she comes back in her 20s and seeks out to destroy everybody there. If you're looking for drama, crime, mystery, love, all rounded up in one, Revenge is absolutely the series that you need to be watching today. Next on the list is Devious Maids. Devious Maids is one of those shows I will always think about because it was so unexpectedly good, I cannot believe it. The premise, without giving too much away, is about these group of maids in Beverly Hills. They're all just trying to just get by, make ends meet, until they realize that they have a lot in common when it comes to the deceit that is happening in all of their bosses' homes. So a newcomer comes amongst them, and we as viewers figure out that she has a lot more to hide than we think. They did mystery so well. If you're looking for a show that's going to keep you on your toes, this is definitely one to watch. Next on the list is Sons of Anarchy. While this is an award-winning series, I feel like a lot of people did not watch it because you didn't think that was going to be your type of show. And I promise you, the drama did not get better than Sons of Anarchy. It's about like these outlaw motorcycle gang, but it is so much more than that. It's about family, it's about loyalty, betrayal, love, all of that rounded up in one. I absolutely love this series, and if you give it a try, you will too. Next on the list is Teen Wolf. I will stand 10 toes down with Teen Wolf forever because this is such an underrated good series. MTV did their big one with this. When you get past the terrible CGI, you really have to focus on the story because the plot was so solid. Like, I really feel like they were really thinking in that writer's room, and each and every single time it made everything connect so perfectly. You have nothing to say but like a clap at the end of each season. I will say ignore the last season for sure, but if you are looking for an action-packed, supernatural type of binge that actually has a plot that makes sense and connects so well, this is definitely one to watch. And I'm telling you right now, even the acting got to be top tier. And last but not least is The Bold Type. I feel like this was honestly ABC's best shot at trying to do like a Sex and the City type of show. This was actually a friend group that worked. Their chemistry was perfect, and it went through a lot of different issues that women go through trying to like have a career, trying to have it all when it comes to love, when it comes to their jobs, figuring out who they are, when it comes to their sexuality, all of that. They rounded it all up in one, and I think that this was actually a really strong series with multiple seasons.
If your favorite type of TV show is something super girly, hyper feminine chick flick vibes like Gossip Girl and Emily in Paris, I have you covered with the ultimate girly TV show watchlist. First on the list is 90210. This is a remake of the original TV series Beverly Hills 90210. And obviously, it surrounds a group of rich teenagers in Beverly Hills. It's kind of like a summary version of Gossip Girl. There's so much drama and romance, rich people doing rich things. If you like Gossip Girl, you'll love this show. Sex and the City is kind of like a grown-up version of Gossip Girl. Women in their 30s in New York City, they're obsessed with fashion and glamorous parties and drinking cosmopolitans, dating millionaires. It has all of the girly vibes. I also absolutely love The Carrie Diaries, which is loosely based on Carrie Bradshaw as a teenager. Super cute and wholesome, and Austin Butler is the love interest in this, and he's so dreamy in this TV show. She also works at a fashion magazine. It's very girly and glamorous. Next, we have Scream Queens. I would save this one for Halloween. If you haven't watched it yet, it's the perfect October watch. It's kind of strange, like a slasher murder kind of show, but I put it on the list because the main characters are so girly and so glamorous. Ariana Grande is in it. It's very like 2014 Ariana vibes. I think the main characters are kind of based on like the 2014 Tumblr girl stereotype. The Bold Type is such a good show based on 3 friends working at a fashion magazine that is based on the real life Cosmopolitan magazine. This one is modern. I think it's from like the 2020s. A lot of the themes are really modern. There's super glamorous fashion parties and the outfits are really cute. Very girly. You will love it. Girly girls, you're gonna love this one. My list is really long, so I'm gonna make this part 1. Come back for part 2.
These are my 9 favorite TV shows of all time. I put a lot of thought into this, so let's get started. Number 1, without a doubt in my mind, Sherlock. This was very easy. I love this show. I've seen it a couple of times, and every single time I rewatch it, I'm just like, yep, this is a masterpiece. The direction, the script, the screenplay, the actors. It is a fantastic show. Number 2, The Crown season 1 and 2. I, of course, watched all the seasons and I loved them. Like, I know that there were great moments in other seasons as well, but season 1 and 2 was just spectacular. It was spectacular. I think it's also a bit different because every 2 seasons we got a new ensemble of actors, and I think that's why I kind of divide the show in sections. I love the show, and that's why it's my number 2. Number 3, Fleabag. I think this show is so original, and I think that's why it's so popular. It's also from like the female gaze perspective, I think, because in the 2nd season we have what is culturally known as the hot priest and the relationship she has with the hot priest. It's written so well. It breaks the 4th wall, which I love. I love how she connects to the audience and talks to the camera. It's funny, it's original, it's a great show, and that's why it takes place number 3. Number 4, The Bear. There are many things I appreciate about this show. I love how it's technically a drama. It talks about a lot of serious topics, but there's always a sense of positivity, and I don't see that often in dramas. When we show on TV difficult family dynamics, and especially if it counts as a drama, there's rarely those positive notes, you know? It's always like, oh, look how hard it is. But Bear always gives that sense of positivity, that sense of family. And I love quick dialogues. I love how there's a pace in the TV show, but nothing is too fast. You can easily follow through, but it's just the dialogues, the dynamics. It is magnificent. Next up, we have The Affair, except the last season. This is what I do. Sometimes I love a show, but if I think a season is horrible, I will not count that in. And I think that's how I feel about The Affair. The Affair is a great show that I feel like didn't get the recognition I felt like it deserved. It taps into, well, as you can tell from the title, it is about an affair, but it's about human psychology, about desire. There's a lot of also crime involved. It is filmed so well. And the thing that is very original, not to spoil anything about the show, is the show that each episode is from 2 perspectives. So you will have the same situation, but you will get 2 perspectives, like from one person and the other person, which I think is amazing. And this show really shows how you can see a situation completely differently from another person. It is great. Next up, we have Stranger Things. Also a big TV show I know that most of you are very well aware of. I have to say, when the 1st season came out, which was a couple of years ago, I felt so nostalgic, even though I was not born in the 80s, and I can't, I guess, really say I was not nostalgic if I didn't know how it was, but I do watch a lot of movies from 80s and 90s, and I feel like that show captured it, especially in season 1. It's so exciting, and I love fantasy, and I love sci-fi, and I love shows that give you all of that together, and the kids are fantastic actors. Everyone is fantastic on that show. Number 7, House of Cards, except the last season. I feel like the last season was horrible and rushed, and I know why, because, you know, it was the whole big thing with Kevin Spacey, so he was laid off and they didn't know how to finish it, so I get it. I have to say, from an artistic perspective, he was spectacular in the show, and I think it's one of his greatest roles. And this was actually the first like Netflix show, House of Cards, and I never knew I cared so much about politics before I started watching the show, and I think it's because it combined psychology with politics. Maybe that's a common thing you'll notice about me. If a show has something about psychology, like, I'm drawn in. It's great. It's a good show. Like, I can't say anything because it's a really good show, and it opened my eyes to how much I love crime and politics in TV. Next up, we have Mindhunter. Listen, if you like true crime, if you like serial killers and all of that, you will enjoy the show because this is done so well. I read an article some time ago where the director of the show, or the producer, I don't remember, said that it's unlikely there will be a season 3, but I wish there would be because this show is really top. It's like top tier. It is so thrilling and so interesting and shocking, as it usually is with like crime and serial killers and all of that. But it's again the psychological element. I just love TV that is done beautifully and well and keeps the audience on their toes. Last but not least, because I could make more and more lists, we have Mandalorian except season 3. So there are so far 3 seasons. And the last season, season 3, was horrible. And I feel so sad and bad when I say that because season 1 and season 2 were just like, it blew my mind. And here's the thing, I wasn't even a Star Wars fan, but I mean, come on, it's Baby Yoda. It's Baby Yoda. So this show was really, really fantastic. I'm hoping that season 4 will be a little bit better. Apparently it counts as like a space Western, which again, I don't like Western movies. That's the one genre I'm not a fan of, but I guess space Western is a little bit different. I don't even know how to classify it, but I found it really interesting and really thrilling. And it's a great, great, great show. I have many other shows that I love, but I felt like these 9 were like my top 9. If you guys are interested, I could definitely make a part 2 and talk about other shows that I love. Okay, have a good day.
No one who talk like that, and if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. No, roll my windows up, dollar rolling windows up, biscuit ass.